Hello everyone, welcome back to the Global Conflict News channel. Please subscribe my channel. Picture this. Deep within the humid jungles of South America, rivers snake through dense vegetation, and on those rivers speedboats loaded with cocaine race toward open seas. On dirt airstrips, hidden beneath tree canopies, small planes wait to carry drugs north. Offshore, fishing vessels modified to carry hidden cargo quietly set sail. For decades, Venezuelan cartels have built empires using these very routes, feeding global narcotics markets and destabilizing entire societies. But in the shadows above, a silent drone loiters for hours, tracking every movement. From the sky, helicopters roar in, delivering special forces to raid hidden labs. And on the horizon, steel warships glide forward, their radars sweeping, their small patrol boats ready to intercept. This is not the Hollywood version of warfare. It is a relentless campaign, high-tech, coordinated, and designed to squeeze cartels from every angle. Inside America's high-tech war on Venezuelan cartels, helicopters, drones, and warships become not just tools but central characters in a strategy that combines intimidation, precision, and overwhelming endurance. The exterior of this war effort is a display of power that both cartels and the wider world can see. Helicopters dominate the skies, often appearing suddenly over rivers and jungles. The UH-60 Black Hawk and its naval cousin, the Seahawk, cut through the humid air with their iconic rotor thunder. Their matte paint reduces glare, while sleek fuselages give them a menacing look. Their mounted weapons glint in the sunlight, sending a clear signal that this is not a police operation but a military one. On the open seas, the exterior of a U.S. destroyer is unmistakable: gray steel, towering superstructures, and decks prepared to launch helicopters. Even the smaller Coast Guard cutters, with their bright stripes, project authority in Caribbean waters. Drones, though less visible to the human eye, still create a symbolic exterior. When footage from a Predator or Reaper drone is released, showing a tiny boat racing across a river, the message is unmistakable: the U.S. is watching from above, constantly and invisibly. These exteriors are about image as much as function. To the cartels, they demonstrate reach, intimidation, and the sheer presence of a superpower willing to extend its hand into the Venezuelan underworld. The interior of these platforms tells another story, one of cold efficiency and functionality. Inside a helicopter, the cabin is stripped down to rugged benches, weapons racks, and space for troops. It is designed not for comfort but for combat deployment. Pilots sit in cockpits filled with modern avionics, digital screens, and navigation systems that allow them to coordinate with drones, satellites, and warships at sea. Inside a drone control room, the interior feels more like a space-age command center, with operators seated in ergonomic chairs before banks of monitors, their hands on joysticks, guiding aircraft thousands of miles away. The warship interior is a blend of barracks-like living quarters and high-tech command centers glowing with screens. Radar operators monitor surface contacts, intelligence analysts sift through drone feeds, and captains issue orders. This interior world is less glamorous than the exterior, but it is where decisions are made, where technology and human coordination fuse to form the backbone of this high-tech war. Performance is where the superiority of American technology becomes clear. A Black Hawk helicopter can insert a squad of soldiers into the densest jungle within minutes, landing on clearings barely wider than its rotors. Its twin engines give it the ability to fly at high altitudes. and in humid conditions where other helicopters might struggle. The Seahawk extends performance over the sea, carrying sonar, torpedoes, or boarding teams to interdict cartel vessels. Drones such as the MQ-9 Reaper deliver unmatched endurance, able to stay aloft for more than 24 hours while scanning vast regions with infrared sensors that can detect human heat signatures beneath foliage. They are precise enough to track a single motorcycle weaving through jungle paths or a speedboat racing across waves. Warships bring the performance of persistence and power. A single Arleigh-Burke-class destroyer can patrol a huge swath of ocean, launching helicopters, deploying small boats, and providing radar coverage that cartels cannot hope to evade. Their endurance allows them to stay at sea for months, maintaining a constant pressure that makes traffickers take longer routes, waste resources, and expose themselves to interception. Together, these performances create a layered net where evasion becomes nearly impossible. Safety features are a critical dimension in operations where the risks are high. U.S. helicopters are equipped with advanced countermeasures such as missile warning systems, chaff, and flares, ensuring they can evade ground fire. Their armor plating protects crew and passengers from small arms, and their navigation systems enable safe low-level flight even in dense terrain. Drones provide the ultimate safety feature, removing human pilots from the most dangerous skies. By sending unmanned aircraft into contested areas, the U.S. reduces risks to its personnel while still gathering vital intelligence. Warships are layered fortresses at sea. Their Aegis radar systems detect threats hundreds of miles away, while defensive weapons like the Phalanx close-in system can shoot down incoming projectiles. Beyond protecting themselves, these platforms are also designed to safeguard missions. Precision sensors, communications, and coordination prevent unnecessary collateral damage, allowing strikes to focus narrowly on cartel assets. In this war, safety is not only about protecting Americans but also about ensuring operations remain legitimate, disciplined, and sustainable. The unique selling points of this campaign set it apart from any effort cartels can mount. Helicopters deliver unmatched flexibility, reaching hidden jungle airstrips or remote valleys inaccessible by road. Drones provide an unblinking eye in the sky, offering persistence that no human pilot could match. Their ability to fuse infrared, radar, and video intelligence gives the U.S. unmatched situational awareness. Warships project global reach. Their ability to sustain operations far from home waters, backed by logistics and global bases, creates a permanent presence that cartels cannot rival. But the true unique selling point is the integration of all three. Helicopters, drones, and warships do not operate in isolation but in synchronization. A drone may identify a suspect boat, a warship launches a helicopter to intercept, special forces descend for the final capture. This synergy magnifies the effectiveness of each platform and makes the U.S. campaign not just a collection of tools but an ecosystem of overwhelming force. Price, however, is the unavoidable reality of this high-tech war. A single Black Hawk helicopter costs around $20 million, with each flight hour consuming thousands in fuel and maintenance. A Reaper drone costs nearly $30 million, not counting the satellites and control stations that enable it. Warships are the most expensive assets, with destroyers priced at nearly $2 billion each and costing millions monthly to operate. Beyond hardware, there are training costs, intelligence networks, and international cooperation agreements. From a narrow, financial view, the price is staggering. But when compared to the societal costs of unchecked cartel operations, rising crime, addiction crises, destabilized governments, the expense is seen as an investment in stability. The price tag also signals to allies and adversaries alike that the U.S. is willing to allocate resources for long-term security, ensuring cartels never operate with impunity. The conclusion to this story is that America's high-tech war on Venezuelan cartels is not a single battle but an ongoing campaign that blends technology, power, and strategy. The exterior shows overwhelming presence, intimidating traffickers with steel and rotors. The interior reveals efficiency and coordination, where humans and machines merge in command centers and cockpits. Performance demonstrates speed, persistence, and endurance unmatched by cartel assets. Safety features protect personnel and missions alike, making operations sustainable. Unique selling points highlight integration and synergy, creating a seamless network of surveillance and strike. Price underscores the massive commitment required, but also the value of curbing a global threat. In the end, helicopters, drones, and warships become more than machines. They are symbols of a nation's determination to fight criminal empires across jungles, rivers, and seas. The Venezuelan cartels may adapt, shift, and rebuild, but they face a relentless adversary that sees everything, reaches everywhere, and strikes with precision. Inside America's high-tech war, the message to traffickers is clear: there is no safe jungle, no hidden river, and no dark corner of the ocean where they are beyond reach.